we've gotten off the Enchanted Princess in Roatan, Honduras. We're going to the Mahogany Bay cruise port. And the first thing you want to do is walk through the duty-free shop. So this is pretty much your typical style duty-free shop. Alright, coming out the other side of the duty-free shop, you're getting into the Mahogany Bay cruise port in Roatan, Honduras. Part of Central America. There's a little bit of an uphill walk here to get to where you need to go. All right, we continued our walk up the incline to get into the main port area. This port is broken into two sides. When you come in to the left is all your shopping and souvenirs and some dining. When you go to the right, that's where you're going to walk through the entrance and take the 20-minute walk to get to Mahogany Bay Beach. But now we want to go see what the place that's been cranking the music's all about here. Okay, it looks like a Fat Tuesday type of place. Oh yeah. Now, here you go. This is a nice party atmosphere. Fat Tuesday. We're going to begin the walk to Mahogany Bay Beach. There are two ways to get there. You can take the sky chairs, which is a cost, or you can walk for free. It's roughly about a 15 or 20 minute walk. Then you end up at the beach. You can see they have food and beverage spots, some more shops, and other activities to do. So let's take a walk. The walkway is a tree-lined path. Alright, we've gotten to the bridge that's going to take you over the lagoon, over to the actual beach. Now, from where we started to that was only about a 5-minute walk. So it might be a little bit more time here before we get to the beach, but I don't think it's as long as everybody says it is. Now, in port with us today is the Carnival Jubilee. So there's going to be about 8,000 people here today heading for the beach and the rest of the port. Over here is an area where you can go ahead and rent some canoes. Looks like they have the Hobie cats there. So just be forewarned, there is some up and down elevations all over this bridge, but also through the path through the woods. It does go slightly up and slightly down. Okay, from that point to here, it's just another couple of minute walk. There's a Mahogany Bay Beach sign right there. You can get your picture at in front of your boat. All right, and again, go through a few souvenir shops. Catch a little shade while you're here. There's restrooms. Now you've made it to the beach. So, all in all, it was probably about maybe 10 minutes. And we're not moving very fast. All right, here is the first part of the beach. We'll have to go out and take a look at the water, but let's see what we got down here first. The first bar you run into is the Hurricane Hole. Let's go in and check out the party. Wow, what an amazing place. Everybody's having a good time. There are frozen drinks offered, but you can get regular drinks here too. Then it keeps going with more areas to hang out. Then you walk into the Playa Tortugas bar. It's very similar to the Hurricane Hole. They have grab-and-go food and drinks. Here is more of a seating area that is bordering the beach. So you can come in off the beach, grab yourself a drink, a little munchie, and head right back out. From the Hurricane Hole and the Hideaway Bar, we're gonna take a walk out to the water and see what it's like. As you can see, they've got plenty of chairs, little tents for reserving, umbrellas. That would be an additional cost. And then you have the water. Wow. Nice waiting area. Everybody just to get in, get out of the heat for a little bit. As you can see, your ship is right there. Not that far of a walk. Walking down the beach, you'll get into a private cabana area. And then there's also a massage room area. You can get a massage right on the beach. Plenty of seats. Now we can get behind the private cabana area if we take the walkway. All right, as you're walking behind the private cabana area, you run into another hideaway bar. And you see there's a nice little seating area here. I've got a stage for entertainment. Like they're trying to do the limbo. There's another entranceway to the beach. This is on the opposite side of the cabana, so you have to walk behind it to get to it. It's a little smaller area of beach. They have a pier over there you can walk out on and get a good view of the whole area. Oh, also at the end of the pier here is a snorkeling area. So either you can bring your own or rent some snorkeling gear. And you can go out past the channel marker here that they have for the waiting area. And there's some designated snorkeling areas out there. So you can see how clear the water is. Looks like if you look straight out, there's a old rusty shipwreck. I'm not sure they allow you to go out that far. But here's a good view of the whole beach area. Looking back towards the ships. This is also where you would pick up your excursions if you've booked any through the ship. They do have some similar shops here that are in pretty much all of your Caribbean ports. Diamonds International, Island Outfitters, things like that. But then they also have a lot of independent stores and booze that are selling different things that you're not going to find inside of any of these stores. See more and more gift shops. A couple of small booths. Ah, Sharkies. Last time we saw that was in the Bahamas. All right, at the end of the shopping area of the port, you have this big craft market, which looks like just a big setup of independent booths. Oh, Roatan Chocolate Factory. I don't think it would make it back to the ship today. It's just too hot. All right, here is the area if you wanted to leave the port, go take a cab or a bus or something like that to other parts of the island. You'll come through this shaded pavilion. As you can see, I guess they're celebrating 15 years having this port in existence. And it looks like right outside of the port, you don't even need to take a cab or walk to it, is a zip line adventure. And I can see little stables back there with some horses, so I imagine you could probably do horseback riding too. Continuing around the shopping loop, after the pavilion to leave the port, there are more shops, little booths. This is your churro shop right here. And there they have Espresso Americana, if you want some custom coffees. There's a little coconut water stand as well. All right, now you have an absolutely huge Diamonds International. Ocean Dive Shop Premium Resort Wear. All right, so that is the main loop of the shopping area. Well, that's our day at Roatan, Mahogany Bay, hitting the beach and the shopping area. We're gonna make our way back through the woods to the main port area, go through the duty-free shop and head back to the boat. Definitely, I'd recommend a day here.